Hello students, I am Dr. Pallavi Chetan Patil from Sarhat College of Arts, Commerce and Science. So we have already seen about our first chapter. So we start with our new topic in the first chapter, that is types or kinds of contact. You can see any questions in your question paper that types of contact or kinds of contact both are same. So we start with this. This is very simple, and the first one for our contract is वैलिड कॉन्ट्रैक्ट. एज यू नो वैलिड इट मीन्स एग्जैक्ट वही जो हमें होना चाहिए, इट्स लीगली. Okay, the first one is valid contract. Under this point, some explanations we note down here as a point, including all elements recognized by court. Second point, legally binding. Legally binding it means court के हिसाब से उनको legally क्या कहा जाता है, and all elements recognized by court. जो भी rules regulations court ने दिए गए उसको वहाँ पे दिया जाए. It's a valid contract. Okay. Second one is void contract. This, you can see the spelling of here, VOID, void. Void it means cancel, illegal contract. Okay. With first point is without legal effects. वहाँ पे अगर आपको लोग कोई you can do any illegal work, then it's a void contract. Okay. Contract with minors is a void contract. Okay. So the second point under the void contract is missing one or more elements. For example, agreement is always important for the contract. After that, you can see the illegal mention or illegal object is there. Illegal object is there, it means murder or smuggling. This is illegal. So you can see this types of contract is void contract, and valid contract it means legal contract. You can have a proper format for that, and void contract it means cancel contract. Okay, I hope these 2 points are clear with you. For example, you can see with the examples. This is very easy for us. Okay. Example A. Mr. A agreed to pay Mr. B a sum of rupees 10,000 after 5 years against a loan of rupees 8,000. Okay. I am reading once again. Mr. A agreed to pay Mr. B a total of rupees 10,000 after 5 years against the loan 8,000. 8,000 के loan के against he is giving 10,000 rupees after 5 years. Okay. A dies. Mr. A मर जाता है of natural causes in 4 years. 4 साल में वो मर जाता है. The contract is not longer valid. The what is here? Mr. A and Mr. B is a two party which is here for the contract. Okay. The contract is not no longer valid and becomes void due to the non-enforceability of the agreed terms. What is the agreed term means? Here the 5 years is the main concern. After 5 years, Mr. A going to pay to Mr. B rupees 10,000 against rupees 8,000. 8,000 के against में वो 10,000 देने वाला था after 5 years. But here Mr. A is died, so it is not possible for Mr. A to complete this contract. So this contract is totally void at that time. Okay. I hope these 2 points are clear. Our next one is voidable contract. Voidable contract, it means what? First, one or more parties can get out of contract for some legal reasons. दो या एक से ज्यादा लोग इकट्ठा आते हैं और वो रीजंस एक लीगल कॉन्ट्रैक्ट करने के चाहते हैं, कॉन्ट्रैक्ट करते हैं, विच इज इंक्लूडेड बाय कोएशन, अनड्यू इन्फ्लुएंस, फ्रॉड और मिसरिप्रेजेंटेशन. कोएशन का मतलब ये होता है कि आपको जो कहा गया है उसको मिसप्रेजेंट करना. अनड्यू इन्फ्लुएंशन मतलब आपने कुछ कहा और उसने कुछ समझ लिया. नो, यू हैव टू मेंशन वेरी क्लियरली व्हाट यू वांट टू एग्जैक्टली से. Fraud, you know the meaning of fraud. And misrepresentation. Misrepresentation, it means you have to give exact presentation of your product or of your contract, of your proposal. Okay. So voidable contract means one or two parties can get out of contract for some legal reasons. एक legal reason से वो इकट्ठा नहीं हो रहे, तो क्या वो कर रहे, वो एक से ज्यादा जो है लोग इकट्ठा हो रहे for इलीगल काम के लिए इकट्ठा हो रही, या फिर कोएशन, धमकाना चल रहा है उनका, अनड्यू इन्फ्लेशन चल रहा है, फ्रॉड, मिसरिप्रेजेंटेशन चल रहा है. दैट कॉन्ट्रैक्ट इज द voidable contract. Voidable it means cancelable contract. Okay. The for example, you can see here Mr. A agreed to pay Mr. B rupees 10,000 to Mr. B फॉर एन एंटिक चेयर के लिए वो 10,000 रुपीज देने वाला हूँ मिस्टर ए टू whom मिस्टर बी. This contract would be valid. Okay, this is valid because after selling antique chairs here, Mr. B can get 10 lakhs rupees. Okay, this is valid contract. The only problem is that Mr. B is a minor, but according to our law, what is the main reason for avoidable contract? If a person is minor, he cannot enter into the contract. This is impossible by law. Okay, so Mr. B is a minor and can't legally enter a contract. 10th standard का 12th standard का कोई भी लड़का एंटिक चेयर बेच नहीं सकता. This is totally illegal. That's why this is avoidable contract. I hope this is clear with you. Okay, so this contract is valid contract from the point of view of Mr. A. According to Mr. A, this is valid contract. And voidable contract from the point of Mr. B. B के लिए ये contract voidable रहेगा, cancel रहेगा because he is a minor person. Okay, I hope this third point is clear with you. Next one is unenforceable contract. What is the meaning of unenforceable contract? Forceable contract, it means according to the law. Law के अंदर आता है. Unenforceable मतलब it is not legal per procedure. Okay, which cannot be enforceable by law because of the technical defects such as absence of writing, not possibility to perform, etc. Okay, it means वो writing में नहीं है, not possible to perform. I already explained this point that it is not possible for everyone to perform each and everything. So this is enforceable by contract. In under this, possibility of performance is must, or writing your contract, your agreement must be in writing. So this is unenforceable by law. क्योंकि परफॉर्मेंस हो नहीं सकता है तो पॉसिबल ही नहीं है वो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट कंप्लीट करना. फॉर एग्जांपल, मिस्टर ए एग्री टू सेल मिस्टर बी 100 kg of rice for rupees 10,000. Okay, what is our example? Mr. A agreed to sell to Mr. B 100 kg of rice for rupees 10,000. 10,000 rupees देके वो 100 kg की rice उसे बेचने वाला. But this is valid contract, is it? But there was a huge flood in the state. Flood arises. It's a natural calamity. Okay, and all the rice crops were destroyed. Then what? Now this contract is enforceable, and because this is not possible to perform, okay, because of flood, all crops are destroyed. So it's not possible to sell Mr. A to sell 100 kg of rice to Mr. B. Is it possible? No, it's not possible. Now this contract is unenforceable and cannot be enforced against another party. I hope this is clear with you. Your next one is executed contract. Executed contract, it means what? Both the parties have to perform their obligation. What is the meaning of obligation? I write here in the bracket duties or actions. Here Mr. A and Mr. B have to perform these all the duties and actions. Why this is important? Suppose take a daily life example. If you want to purchase a pen, you go to the shop, you ask for the pen. It means shopkeepers sell their his pen, or shopkeepers sell pen for rupees 10. Suppose for rupees 10, it means shopkeeper is doing his obligation, shopkeeper is doing his duty, right? And you are going to pay rupees 10 to shopkeeper. It means you are also doing your obligation. It means you and shopkeeper both are doing or perform the obligations. It means you are going to perform or your duty or your actions. It means it's a executed contract. I hope this is clear. Both the parties have to perform their obligations, duty and actions. Okay, for example, Alex go to the local coffee shop and buy a cup of coffee. एलेक्स नाम का एक लड़का है और वो जो लड़की है और वो जो है वो लोकल कॉफी शॉप में जाते हैं एंड ही बाय अ कप ऑफ टी. The barista sells her a coffee in exchange of the cash payment. So she asks for the coffee and she sells it. Okay, barista sells it. It means this is both parties are doing their performance. So it can be said that this is an executed contract. Both parties have done their part of what the contract stipulated. I hope this is clear. In most executive contracts, the promises are made and then immediately completed. Okay, the buying of goods and services usually falls under this category. Like this, just to give you example, purchasing of pen. This is a daily life example. Okay, I hope this is clear. This is your fifth types of contract, that is executed contract. Your next one, executory contract. What is the meaning of executory contract? Both the parties have to perform their obligations. Yes, under this contract also both the parties have to perform. Okay. The consideration. What is the meaning of consideration? I already explained all these things. Consideration, it means something in return. Return mein birthday gift. Do you understand that? Do you remember? Okay. The consideration can only be performed sometimes in the future. Hence, the name executory contract. In future, one party doing his job right now and he got his payment after some days or after 1 month. It means what exactly he want. Suppose he wants salary, then after 1 month he got that salary. It means this is the future contract. It means executory contract. For example, Mr. A has not yet painted the pictures and Mr. Y has not paid the price. It means Mr. A ने अभी तक पेंटिंग की ही नहीं और Mr. B ने उसको पैसे दिए भी नहीं है. Okay, this is in future. Future में जो भी होगा contract वो होगा आपका executory contract, right? I hope this is clear. So, in the types of executory contract, we have two parts. Unilateral contract and bilateral contract. Both words are totally new for us, but this is very simple. Listen first. Executory contract, this is your slide. Under this slide, your sixth one is executory contract. Under the executory contract, we have two types, unilateral and bilateral. Okay. What is the meaning of unilateral then? Unilateral means one-sided contract. An agreement is which one party makes a promise to do something in return of an act of sort. एक ही पार्टी ने ये कहा है कि मैं ये एक्ट करूंगा अगर तुम लोग ये कुछ करते हो, मतलब दूसरे से कुछ करने की उम्मीद नहीं रखते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, मिस्टर ए लॉस्ट हिज बैकपैक. मिस्टर ए लॉस्ट हिज बैग. ओके, वो जो है बैग खो देता है. सो ही डिसाइडेड टू अनाउंस द रिवॉर्ड ऑफ ₹1000 टू एनीवन. जिसको भी बैग मिल जाएगा ₹1000 वो देने वाला है. वो फाइंड्स एंड रिटर्न हिज बैग. ओके, जो भी फाइंड करके देगा उसको रिटर्न करेगा, वो ₹1000 उसको रिटर्न मिलेगा. बिकॉज ऑफ दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, सम डॉक्यूमेंट्स आर देयर इन हिज बैग, सो ही इज अनाउंसिंग सम रिवॉर्ड्स to anyone who finds and return his bag. If someone finds and return his bag, he is obligated to pay the reward. उसने अनाउंस किया था, then he have to pay that reward, ₹1000. This is a unilateral contract. Okay, this is one-sided contract. Okay, why? Because Mr. A is the only party who promised to pay. Okay, so this is unilateral contract. This is very clear. Here is the only one party to contract, namely Mr. A. Mr. A ही perform करने वाला है. So bilateral contract means what? In which both the party makes a promise. In unilateral contract वो क्या था? Only one-sided contract. But bilateral means both the parties promise to pay or promise to do obligations. Okay. Mr. A, for example, for example, the contract of sale of house. घर को बेचना है, बंगलों को बेचना है. The buyer pay a down payment. Okay, I am reading once again. The buyer pays a down payment and agree to pay the balance at the future date. वो डाउन पेमेंट अभी करने वाला है और फ्यूचर में 1 महीने के बाद वो उसको पूरे पैसे देने वाला है. The seller gives permission to of the houses to the buyer and agrees to deliver the title. The title, it means वो उसके नाम पे वो पूरे जो है वो कर देता है. Title against specified the sales prices. This is a bilateral contract. It means आज मैंने वो घर ले लिया, आज मैं कुछ डाउन पेमेंट कर, सपोज 10 lakhs में मैंने घर ले रही हूँ, 10 lakhs में दे रही हूँ, 2 lakhs is my down payment. Then what? After 1 month, I'm going to give him 8 lakh rupees, remaining 8 lakh rupees. Now my house owner is said, okay, you can use this house from today. It means this is bilateral contract. आज मैंने कुछ पेमेंट किया, फ्यूचर में जाके कुछ करने वाले. It means both the parties make the promises. Okay. The seventh one is express contract. Here word is very simple, express. So you can very easily explain all these things, which is made by the word spoken or written. Okay, a contract in which the proposal and the acceptance that written in the agreement impossible. Written में होना चाहिए, बोल से होना चाहिए. For example, Mr. A contract with Mr. B to purchase a house. Hence, the साइन द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, वो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट लेते हैं, वो साइन करते हैं, वेरियस फॉर्मेलिटीज वर फुलफिल, फॉर एग्जांपल रजिस्ट्रेशन, स्टैम्प ड्यूटी एक्सेट्रा, एक्सप्रेस कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में एक्सप्रेस करते हैं मुझे आपका घर परचेज करना है, मुझे अब मेरा घर बेचना है। इट मीन्स बोथ पार्टीज आर वेरी clear with that and they are doing their registration and